Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. In today's vlog, I'm going for an iron infusion. So if you don't know what that is, then keep watching. I have just got to the car park and finishing my up and go. There is more in there. Yeah, and my wonderful husband Ryan is watching Maddison for like the hour that I'll be getting the infusion. An iron infusion and a 1-year-old do not go. This isn't my first iron infusion, so I was fully prepared that bringing her with me was not really an option. So Ryan is kind of going into work a little bit late so I can go and get it done. So hopefully I will feel heaps better. I will sort of talk about afterwards about iron infusion and that kind of stuff after, but yeah, I better get going. So I'm home from the doctor's now. I've just put Maddison down for a nap and Ryan has gone off to work. So I thought I would sort of talk you through my iron infusion. Essentially, I've always had issues with my iron. The last time I had an infusion was the week that Maddison was born. So it's obviously been nearly 14 months, 13 and a half months since I had my last one, and obviously I, breastfed and did all the usual life stuff. I do eat red meat. I ate a lot of it while I was pregnant because of my iron issues, and that still wasn't enough to help me out, hence why I had an infusion. So I had an infusion because today's infusion was mainly because I started feeling the symptoms that I thought I was getting a bit deficient again. I know that I have issues, like I said before, with my iron. I've always had them, and it had been over a year. Most iron infusions, they say, will last a person, sort of 12 to 18 months. And I sort of thought, I'm going back to work, Maddison's now 1, I might as well go and get it checked. We're going on holiday in a little while, all those kinds of things. And yeah, I went and got it checked and it was extremely low. My ferritin stores were very, very low. Not the lowest. The lowest I've had was whilst I was pregnant, but this is probably on par with how I started my pregnancy. So it's essentially like borderline anemic, which isn't great. It definitely sort of explains why I've been very tired, and I sort of just put it down to being a mum to a 1-year-old and obviously going back to work. And obviously if you've been watching if you've been watching my channel, you will know that I get up really early for work. On the days that I work, I get up at 4 a.m. so yeah, I just thought it was like a combination of like a long working day, coming home, entertaining a 1-year-old, doing the regular mum thing, and then doing the wife thing when Ryan gets home from work and those kinds of things. So I'm home now and I have a snack because I am feeling hungry. If you have been pregnant before, that feeling of that empty stomach nausea that you get when you're pregnant, that's kind of how I feel right now. It's sort of a potential side effect of having an infusion. You can feel dizzy and you can feel a bit uneasy and a bit nauseated. You can feel a bit achy, you can feel a bit tired, those kinds of things. So the reason I wanted to vlog this was mainly because I think mums really, I think as a mum, we don't put ourselves first, and we need to remember that we are the ones who have to look after our family or look after our child and be a friend or be a wife or all those kinds of things. And it's really important, as I've mentioned in previous videos, to take care of ourselves and some self-care and self-love. This probably falls under the self-care section, and if you feel like you are tired all the time, even if you have a busy life, it is very, very common for women to be iron deficient. Even if you take supplements, even if you take a multivitamin or you eat a lot of meat, there's lots of reasons that you can be iron deficient, especially as a female. So if you feel like you are just tired a lot or lethargic, when I was in high school, the reason that we found out I was iron deficient was because I was coming home from school exhausted, which is normal to a degree, and I was going to sleep at sort of like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then I was sleeping through till the next day, and I was doing it, and I was skipping dinner because I was so tired, and my parents would occasionally wake me for dinner, and they're like, she's just so deficient that she's just so tired and she's coming home and she's sleeping. As an adult, I don't do that anymore, but yeah, I'm aware of how I feel. And if you feel like you're tired and you're worn out, or you just want to lie down, or you have low mood and low energy, there's no harm in booking an appointment with your GP and just asking them, hey, can I get my iron checked because I feel like I'm tired. And it's, being a parent is tiring, like being a working parent is tiring, but it's worth, there's no harm in getting it checked. I am by no means a medical professional. I'm just saying that to be the best mum that you can be, to be the best friend, to be the best wife, partner, whatever, sometimes you need to take care of yourself, and that might mean, there's lots of flies today, that might mean booking a GP appointment and just asking them. It's like, hey, I know I have a busy life and those kinds of things. Can I get that checked just to be sure? On that note, it doesn't frustrate me, it annoys me a little bit. If you are iron deficient and you know you are iron deficient and you take supplements, please make sure that you are taking your supplements correctly. And the amount of women I have encountered who don't abide by some simple rules in regards to taking a supplement, again, I'm not a medical professional, by all means go and ask your GP, but if you take an iron supplement, please do not take or eat, I was going to say encounter, that's the wrong word. Don't have calcium around when you have your when you have your iron supplement. So like milk, cheese, ice cream, like try and avoid it on both sides. So my rule was, I think it was an hour before and like 2 hours after, like just no dairy. So like taking your iron supplement with a coffee that's full of milk or a flavored milk. A flavored milk was a woman I worked with when we were both pregnant. When I was pregnant with Maddison and she was pregnant with her son, we were in the kitchen together taking, supplements because we're pregnant, and she was taking her iron tablets with flavored milk, and I was horrified, and I said to her, because she was asking me, am I taking iron supplements? And I said I am, and then she proceeded to take hers with a flavored milk, and I was like, oh my god. So I said to her, do you know that you're not supposed to take it with like calcium with dairy? And she was like, no, my doctor didn't say anything. And I was like, I've been taking iron supplements for the majority of pretty much my whole adult life, pretty much, and a lot of my teens. It's a big no-no. It inhibits the absorption of the iron into your system. And I said, check with your doctor. And she came back to me a couple of days later and said that she'd spoken to her doctor, and that's a thing. So if you are going to take iron supplements, don't take it with dairy, take it with orange juice. I'm sure loads of people have heard it, vitamin C is the way to go, or water. Just stay away from the dairy. So yeah, that's my tip on the whole iron thing. So I used to find I would take my iron after dinner, before bed, because I would, not be encountering any dairy around that time. So yeah, just a bit of self-care, like take care of yourself, and it allows you to be the best mum, wife, partner, friend, whatever that you want to be, and you'll feel better for it. This is my 5th iron infusion. Yeah, I think this is my 5th one that I've had. I obviously have tried lots of different tablets and liquids and things like that, and they're not as successful for me. They might be for you, but you know, don't be frightened of an iron infusion. It's nothing to be scared about, nothing to be worried about. I've found them very successful in my experience, and yeah. So just a reminder, if you think that you could be, and you might not be, but if you're having a hard time, if you have low energy, go and speak to your doctor. Like I said, having low energy or being tired because you're a mum or a working mum is I guess expected, but be reasonable. Like if you're still able to get a full night's sleep and you've got a balanced diet and you're still feeling really worn out, ask the question. It might not be iron, it might be something else. There's no harm in getting checked out. So that's it for this video, because I've like talked for ages. Bit ranty, sorry. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. Let me know down below if you like this kind of content, like the self-care, self-love. I just think it's really, really important. I wish more mums in particular, people in general, but mums in particular, I really wish that they would put more priority on the self-care, self-love. It's really important to me. I have friends who it sounds like they don't do this, and I really wish they would, and I guess I'm hoping that I can share this message with you. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, I would love to have you join my little YouTube family, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss when I upload a video, I'm pretty regular with my uploads. It has been a bit hit and miss since I've gone back to work, I apologize, but if you don't want to miss one, make sure you hit the bell next to the subscribe button, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.